So overall, in my opinion, the situation is not that bad, to be really honest, for especially for the students who are financially well off, as well as the students who are genuinely interested in studying. The student who are only looking forward to get the visa, they would need to be really, really careful about each and every step what they are taking. Otherwise, you might fall into a trap where you might end up losing your time, money, and effort. So you need to be very, very careful. Hi, hello everyone. This is Chakit from VAC Global Education. In this video, I'm going to discuss few points regarding Canada, which is going to ease off a lot of pressure from your mind, and this would give you a lot of relief, and this is going to help you analyze the situation better. So watch this video till the end. It is my request, and also subscribe to this channel so that you will be updating yourself regularly by watching these videos. So there is a lot of thing which is happening in Canada right now. That there is a recession going on. Not many jobs are available. You will not be able to take your spouse along. So a lot of restrictions are there. However, there are few good things also which are happening at the moment. So we are going to discuss all those things in this video, and I'm going to give you my perspective on it. I've been a international education counselor from last 10 years, and last year we did almost 150 plus visas in just one single year for Canada itself. What I have noticed is none of the students who are there in Canada right now, which we have sent, they all have jobs, they all have homes, and they are almost 75% of them, they are towards the way to file their PR. Why it has happened is because when we do the counseling of the student, we try and identify what education background they are coming from, what course would be the best course which they should be applying for, and which would be the best university or the colleges they should apply, so that they would have an upper hand when it comes to getting a job. So these are very basic, simple things, yet very, very important things which needs to be taken in account when you apply to study abroad. The current scenario is such that the immigration as well as the colleges, they are more inclined towards getting the students which are coming to study STEM courses. What are these STEM courses? Is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Apart from that, if you would go for psychology, apart from that, if you will go for finance courses, like your course should have some weightage, should be in the skilled requirement list, so that they can help you get the job and PR later on if you ever decide to stay there permanently. So this is a very, very crucial thing which you need to keep in your mind, that if you are deciding that you want to go and study abroad, then choose a course which will not only going to help you get the visa, but later on the jobs as well as PR. So it's a 3-step process. So you get your student visa first, then you get a job once you complete the course, and then you apply for your PR. So now, what are the key good things which have happened recently, which you should be aware of if you are just starting off with your process? The first good thing which has happened is that Canada has started issuing 3 years post-study work visa for the students who are applying for master's program. So in Canada, master's programs are only available at the university level. Universities offer the master's program. They can be for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Now, you must have heard about this, that Canada and US, they only accept students who have got 4 years of bachelor's degree, because in Canada and US, the bachelor's degree are for 4 years. However, there are a lot of universities which accept 3 years bachelor's degree from India as well. Even if you have a degree from NIOS, you can still apply for your master's degree. So by NIOS, I mean the open degree. Like if somebody who has done distance education bachelor's, they can also apply for a master's in Canada. However, your options would be very, very limited, but it is not that you would not be able to apply. This would give you 3 years of post-study work visa, plus also you would be able to take your spouse along. Master's degree do not even is covered in the capping. So no matter which location you go to, which university you go to, which program you go for, there is no capping for master students. So that is a very, very big relief for you guys. Now the second key point is that Canada recently announced that the student who are coming to study in Canada from the coming intakes, they can work for 24 hours per week. It used to be 20 hours per week. Now they have increased this limit to 24 hours. So this would be again a huge advantage, that you would be legally allowed to work extra 4 hours. That is almost 20% more income coming into your pocket, which would help you save money and pay off for your next year education. If you are going for a bachelor's, 2 years diploma, or a 2 years diploma after graduation, which is a graduate certificate or graduate diploma, this would really help you save little bit of more money, and you would be able to pay off your tuition fees and you can save amount. Now, the third important thing which has happened in Canada is that Canada government realized that because of public private partnership, there were a lot of institutes which were issuing offer letters left, right, centers and inviting students even if they're eligible or not eligible. And that is the exact thing what has happened, which has made them realize that they need to stop this. So for the better protection of the international student, they have stopped inviting students who are coming for the public private partnership. They are not getting the post study work visa, they are not getting the admission, and this has been cancelled. So you would be going to the legit campus of the college, you would be studying at the university, and they have allocated number of seats to each and every college as per the program which are highly in demand. They have stopped inviting students for the business program because that is what was attracting a lot of students, that you take the easy business program, and then later on the students were struggling to find the job because nobody wants to do the sales, right? So without sales you cannot increase the efficiency of the business, and if there are no sales there will not be any jobs. Students who are studying international business marketing, they are not ready to do the sales. So if you are not ready to do the sales, nobody is going to hire you. If you have a business degree, either you need to have an accounting, finance, technology. If you will go and try and find the job, you will be going to the operations, not into the sales. But if you are going for international business, global business management, all these kind of programs require you to make sales for the company. And if you do not understand the product, you don't understand the sales technique, then definitely you would not be able to sell the product. And that is where the companies have realized that these students who are coming here, they are not interested to make the sales. Then what is the point of hiring them? So if you are going for an MBA program, if you're going for any of these kind of programs, then you would need to be very, very sure that why you really want to do this program. So this thing needs to be clear in your head. Now, which I just mentioned, the provincial attestation letters are getting issued on time. So you need to pay your 1 year tuition fees so that you would be able to get your provincial attestation letter, and this would help you get your visa. So provincial attestation letters have been classified depending upon the courses, depending upon the location, depending upon the reputation of the university and the college you are going to. So this is a very, very important crucial factor that which you need to consider while you are applying for your visa. And last but not the least is the GIC thing. So last year, I think the beginning of this year, Canada government increased the amount of GIC from $10,200 to $20,635. But the good part is that if you will open your account in ICI Canada, they have a program where you can get $8,000 released to you as soon as you go and reach there. So that way, the burden which you must have had on your head that, hey, the GIC has gone double, what am I supposed to do now? कैसे pay करूँगा? So this would really going to help you, that you would be able to get $8,000 back to you, and you can send that money to India, and that would take care of your finances. So overall, in my opinion, the situation is not that bad, to be really honest, for especially for the students who are financially well off, as well as the students who are genuinely interested in studying. The student who are only looking forward to get the visa, they would need to be really, really careful about each and every step what they are taking. Otherwise, you might fall into a trap where you might end up losing your time, money and effort. So you need to be very, very careful. It is time that you need to upskill yourself. It's the time where you need to be very, very sure that why you want to go abroad. And once you have taken that decision that you really want to go abroad, then you would need a genuine advisor who can help you and guide you, that would help you get your visa. So if you are looking forward to get our help, the link is in the description. We would be more than happy to help you. Looking forward for your messages on our WhatsApp, and we shall see you in our next video. Till then, you guys take care of yourself. Bye-bye.